Hello everyone, welcome to AndivVisits. In today's video, we'll be discussing some of the best PG-13 horror movies. We all know that R-rated restricted movies that no one under 17 allowed without a parent or a guardian. But for years, the PG-13 rating has been used to gain more teenagers to view horror movies without a chaperone to generate more revenue. So, can a film achieve true horror status without a R-rated rating? So here are we discussing some of the best PG-13 horror movies. Cloverfield. Who doesn't love a disaster movie produced by J.J. Abrams about a mysterious creature destroying New York City viewed from the first-person point of view? Lizzie Kaplan stars in the amusement park ride of horror movies where she and a group of friends try to get out of New York before it is destroyed by a monster of gigantic proportions. Even though there is no resolution of what is happening or why it is happening, viewers enjoy every minute of the thrill ride of mayhem and destruction. Surprisingly, it is not rated R, but the language is subdued, and the violence comes close to the restricted line before it never crosses it. Devil. In 2010, a small film inspired by a true story from M. Night Shyamalan scared and intrigued audience members with its name alone, Devil. A group of people is trapped in an elevator and unknowingly to them, the devil is one of them. During intense moments and terrifying events, viewers have to guess who is in the group is the devil. It is a very interesting concept that inspires audience participation. This was intended to be the first of 3 installments of Shyamalan's The Night Chronicles, a brand consistent in tones and themes, but it never came to fruition. The Exorcism of Emily Rose. When movie lovers hear Exorcism, they immediately think one of the best horror films of all time, William Friedkin's The Exorcist. So, horror fans expected that The Exorcism of Emily Rose would live up to some measure of Friedkin's masterpiece, but its PG-13 rating caused a lot of skepticism. After its release, any reservations were quickly put to rest. The film is based on the real-life Annelise Michel, who was diagnosed with epilepsy due to a series of visions and episodes. The family was not successful in the attempts to cure her, so they turned to church for an exorcism that ended her life. Drag Me to Hell. Spider-Man director Sam Raimi brings a tense horror movie to big screen in Drag Me to Hell, the winner of the Best Horror Film in 2009 at the Scream Awards. With the action of a Marvel movie and suspense thrills of The Evil Dead, Drag Me to Hell is exactly what the name implies. A lone officer of a bank vying for the job of assistant manager denies an elderly woman a loan for her house, causing her to be evicted. She is then cursed by the woman. The film is a fiercely intense ride with the feel and looks of its R-rated cousins. Insidious. Famed director James Wan, who kept moviegoers guessing until the last scene in Saw, directed this horror movie that its popularity had audiences raving for most spriting, a franchise that consisted of 3 additional films in the series. A child in a comatose state called the Father invites evil spirits that his family must fight and destroy. Patrick Wilson, who plays Ed Warren in the Conjuring films, and Rose Byrne are excellent as the afraid but determined parent of their haunted son, Dalton. With the suspense and the attention to minuscule details that builds intensity, this movie has the feel of an R-rated classic. The family believes that the house is haunted that is causing this evil. But as the psychic Elaine Reiner states, it's not your house that is haunted, it is your son. Lights Out. 2 years before David F. Sandberg directed the hit superhero movie Shazam, he directed Lights Out. Martin tells her sister Rebecca that their mother talks to a strange woman at night. The mysterious ghost of a woman named Diane, who her mother befriended as a child in a mental institution and was killed by the hospital staff during an experimental surgery. The stunning visual effects of only seeing this creature at night were both ingenious and wild to watch, making viewers fear things that go bump or kill in the night. The Ring. Director Gore Verbinski's thriller had a compelling marketing campaign that consisted of a movie trailer that had a ghostly woman whose face is covered by her long dark hair and climbs out of a well in the middle of the woods. Wearing a dirty white dress, she slowly walks towards the screen and crawls out of the television set. Parts of the trailer are in black and white, grainy, cold, and eye-catching. This was one of those movies that drove people to the theater for the scene alone. The brilliant premise of viral death kept audiences on the edge of their seats with disturbing images that made them watch with intensity, having the desire to pull away but cannot. The Sixth Sense. The Sixth Sense is the film that made the line "I see dead people" part of cinematic lore and made M. Night Shyamalan an instant success. Bruce Willis is a psychologist who helps a boy who claims that he can communicate with ghosts walking around not knowing that they are dead. It is a well-written film that doesn't rely on special effects or jump scares. It makes audience members think that solely builds suspense and anticipation with a powerful ending, and enticing everyone to watch it again and see the hidden clues they were missed.